Hello, it's Emma Mills here, and welcome to episode 115 of MiTV. I'm aware that I haven't done an interesting intro for a really long time, and to be honest, what can you not do with a post-it note? So, thank you for joining me this week. I felt pretty famous the other week because I had a comment on my YouTube video from somebody that I don't know, and when those little things happen, it's like, oh God, it makes this all worthwhile that people are, my content helps them and they're learning from it and they're using it. So I had a comment from a YouTube user, Customology Hallo, and he put a comment under my video to say, could I do a video on how did I actually choose the niche that I was going to focus in on? So a couple of weeks ago, I did a video on how it's best to drill down and niche down and double down on something that you do really, really well. And then once you've got that nailed in your business, then you can pivot into other services, doing other things. But for me, one of the things I've learned is drilling down into one thing and like smashing it. So he said to me, how did you choose on what you were going to drill down into? So as you know, I was a PA, or as you might not know if this is the first time you see my video, but I was a PA before I started my business. So 11 years ago, I was a personal assistant to a property developer in Altrincham. Really entrepreneurial, interesting guy. Learned so much from him, but I had this absolute hunger to start my own business. And when I left him and the next day went self-employed, I was a VA and became a virtual assistant, worked from home, worked from my back bedroom, and knew that I always wanted my own business. And over these 11 years, grown it into what it is now. One of the reasons why I went self-employed at that time, I had a massive, painful hunger for starting my own business, really wanted to do that. And also, I did absolutely love being a PA. I loved the fact that you make a direct impact on somebody's life, on their business, you save them time. It's tangible, the effect that you have, that somebody is able to go and do all the important things while a really good PA, VA just goes, yeah, don't worry, I'll sort it out. I'll look after it. I'm sure we can all agree that everybody would love to just have one of those people in their lives where you can go, can you do that for me? Yeah, no problem. You know, one of those people that just take stuff off you. And I understood the value of that. And the person that I worked for was extremely successful, self-made. And so for him, everything that I took off him made his life easier, meant that he could be more successful, meant that he could go take more opportunities, do more stuff. So my role was there to support him. So I was really hyper aware at that time that how a really good PA can affect people's lives. And so the one thing you will know that I know how to do really well is be a really good PA. And for us, and one of the things that I've learned over the past couple of years, because I'm not saying that I haven't tried to pivot too soon and do other things and provide other services, but I know that my value and my passion and my experience lies in being a PA. And so our sole focus this year is to grow the PA support business. We're creating training programs. We are doubling down on how we can really make business owners' lives better. So from thinking about all of this, my key takeaways are that to double down and pick your niche, number one, you have to think about where you can add the most value. So if I was, say, going to set up a new service tomorrow of, I don't know, bookkeeping, outsourcing your bookkeeping to us, or outsourcing your HR, can I add loads of value there? No, I'm sure I could buy in the services for somebody to deliver it for us, and I'm sure it might be something that we do in the future, but I can't add loads of value there at the moment. What I can add value to is I know, one, how a business owner's mind thinks, and two, how a PA needs to think to support them. So I know that absolutely I can add the most value there. So this is why this is our key focus. So I thought about where can I add the most value. Number two, really important to me, because although I was self-employed at one point, and I run and own a business where the support gets carried out there and I work on how we're going to grow it, was scalability. For me, I needed a business that I knew I could scale, that I knew I could grow past being self-employed, that I knew would have some legs and some growth and could start to be productized and grow. So scalability was really important for me in how I picked what we niched down on. And number three, you have to identify, and I know loads of people talk about it, you have to identify your interests and your passions. So for lots of people in the world, sadly, them having a job which they're passionate about is completely alien and insane to them, and then they think it's not ever going to be possible. I understand what it's like to grow a business, and so I am super passionate on making that journey so much easier for other business owners by providing incredible support and in providing a team that will help you and lift you and leverage you to do all the good things you need to do. When you are working in a place that you love what you're doing, you can see the difference you're making, you know you can add more value, you're passionate about it, it makes everything else so much easier. It gets you through, for want of a better word, the really crappy days lots of people have in a business. Because when you know you can add value, for me it was scalable, and you're passionate about solving this problem. Because for me, my business solves a big problem. It makes business owners' lives easier to grow their business. When you've got those three things mixing together, it's going to make niching down so much easier, so much more profitable, so much more fun for you, and so much more strategic in where you go. So my 3 key takeaways: where can you add the most value? What is going to be scalable for you as a business? And identify your interests and passions, because that, to be fair, that one is the one that's going to make everything so much easier. So I hope this episode, Customology, helped to get your head out of the dirt and into the clouds. And I will see you next week for episode 116. See you then. Bye-bye.